appreciates all of his talking points, all right, out there. So, well, Mr. Sills, they don't have a good replacement for A.J. Brown right now. You want me to sit here and blow smoke up your ass? I'm not going to do it. They don't have a good replacement right now. They got a bunch of guys. They're going the committee approach right now. That's why they brought in Hollywood Brown. They brought in Tay Wicks. They brought in Elijah Moore. They have Darius Cooper. They're hoping Devontae Smith. They're hoping a couple of those guys seize the moment. How many great careers have been born? I'll use a Herb Brooks on you, Sills, right on my wall. Great moments are born from great opportunities.
Herb Brooks and Nick Sirianni? Yeah, no.
I didn't compare Nick to Herb. I didn't compare Nick to.
Hold on. I got another one here. So let me ask you this then. So you're going to go by committee and you're going to spread the football around because your passing game and your quarterback has got such a great skill set to spread the ball around.
No, he doesn't have that skill set.
Wait for the. Hey, so wait a minute. Here, what's a better room? A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson, or here's the new room: Devontae Smith, Dontavian Wicks, Hollywood Brown.
That's an upgrade over Dotson.
I actually think you're deeper.
Wait. Let me turn this completely on its head. The Big Sills mock
You're not
draft.
better.
Wait. The Big Sills mock draft comes true. Now what's the better unit? Whiny, mopey, drop happy AJ with Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, and Grant Calculator, or Dallas Goedert, Kenyon Sadiq, Devontae Smith, Dontavian Wicks, Elijah Moore, Hollywood Brown. It never ends, baby.
Who's the quarterback? Oh,
same guy.
That's right. Wishbone Hurts.
Well, that's kind of why I said it's not going to be that big of a deal.
Okay, so Reed Blankenship. Who are you replacing with him?
Maybe they go up and get Caleb Downs. Who knows? I don't know what they're going to do. I think they take a safety in round 2 or 3, maybe 4. They're going to go with probably Epps and Makuba. I'm more concerned about Makuba than Epps. Not concerned, but health. Can you stay healthy, So I think that's the bigger concern there. I think safety is a real concern right now. That's a hole right now. I could see us getting to week 4 and Eagle fans are clamoring on Twitter. Where's our safety? We need a safety. This guy sucked. Remember last year, week 4, they were ripping Adoree Jackson? Eagle fans are hilarious on X.
What player in the draft helped Sean Mannion the most?
I guess it would, in theory, be Sadiq. But don't you have the quarterback thing there? I mean, you've just been saying it,
The quarterback, listen, here's my analogy. You go to an old barn in New Jersey, you see that old 1957 Chevrolet.
I think I'm doing it, by the way. I'm buying an old Corvette and I'm gonna renovate the whole thing on my channel, my garage channel.
Wow. 63 split window?
I want to do the C3. Is that a 63?
Or dude, the 59 or the 58?
Yep. No, 68 through 82. I want to do like an 81 or an 82.
Okay. So it's like you go there and you find an old car in the barn. There it is. You drop 4 new tires on it. Clean it up. Give it a nice polish. You find out there's still no fucking engine in the car. That's kind of what you got. You could put, and you can make that car look all you want, but the guy driving the car is still the guy driving the car with no engine. And that's who you got in the quarterback position. You got a guy with no engine, can't drive the car. And I agree. But here's one thing that I will give. This is all going to come down to your boy, Barkley. If Barkley shits the bed again, and he's 35th in yards per carry, I don't care if you had Sadiq I don't care if you had Brock Bowers.
I'm coming from the guy who doesn't want to draft an offensive lineman.
Not well, unless you're going up to get one of the top 3 guys. The rest of those guys are the same dude.
Well, you don't know that. What are you? Who are you? Draft Nostradamus?
Yeah, actually I am. And I'll tell you here.
Yeah, wait, what would you have said about drafting Jordan Mailata? Where do we get half of our offensive line?
Okay.
Where did we draft Tyler Steen, Cam Jurgens, and Landon Dickerson?
There's one difference here. You don't have Stoutland in the building here picking those guys.
What do you think?
Got the greatness of Christopher Cooper.
Wait a second. So Angela was calling him Harry. What do you call him? Howie Potter. What do you have? Stoutland as Jeff Potter.
I can't wait to see this guy what he picks and as an offensive line and see if that trend continues.
Harry Stoutland.
That's not Howard Mudd even. Okay, that guy. All right, so Blake Miller, Z's guy, at number 23. I say it one more time, dude. I'd rather move out of that pick. If my guy's not there that I want, if I'm Howie Roseman and I don't get one of the top 3 offensive linemen or Sadiq, I'm moving out of that pick, dude. I'm just moving out of the pick.
It's not going to be that easy, though. I think a lot of teams are going to want to move out, dude. I really do. I mean, think about it. When there seems to be a clear drop off in this draft.
It is.
And once that happens, it feels like everybody's going to want out.
Do you think that Howie could make it this way? Hey, New England, give me a 1 for AJ in this draft. We'll do a draft night. And they have the 23rd and they have the 32nd, whatever it is, and they take one of those picks and move up to get somebody they really want. Like you get the kid from Miami. Dude, if they landed on that kid from Miami, dude, you know who I compare him to? Tristan Wirfs.
And he played a lot of right tackle too.
Remember, Wirfs was drafted initially as a right tackle.
Yeah.
And then they moved.
Wirfs is a beast.
Dude, Wirfs made all pro at tackle, right, guard, and left tackle. Okay? I mean, what do you got right now, 23? What do you have them?
I think offensive lineman. I just don't know where. What I don't think Howie's going to sit there and wait wait at 23 to get. Like, I think if he wants an O-lineman, he's going to figure out who it is and go and get him. But look, the board's got to fall your way. You know, I know people think Howie's a wizard, and he has done a great job, but he can't do I mean, you know what I mean? Sometimes it just doesn't work, you know? So I'm hoping he can go up, but I'd like to see him go and get the offensive lineman of the future. That's what I'm on right now. I have too many questions right now on this offense to commit to fixing it for this year. Like I need a foundational piece. I mean, when you think about it, when you're in doubt, right? When you're not sure what way you want to go or what it's going to look like or what's going to need the fixing or how it's going to all work out, doesn't it make more sense to go foundational?
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It does, right? Like I'm not going to put
window you build your team from inside out, not outside in.
Right. Like I got a blown engine gasket. I'm fixing that before I before I wrap the car, before I do something goofy.
The reason that they were able to draft Devontae Smith back in the day was because they had the interior built. They had the offensive line built. I got 5 dudes I want to throw at you here. Here's my 5 sandbox guys prior to the draft. I got Sonny Styles, David Bailey, Arvell Reese, Caleb Downs, and Francis McGowan, offensive tackle, Miami. Other than that, dude, I mean, I think you can have anybody. I think you can have anybody else on that team. Jeremiah Love. I mean, when you look at Jeremiah Love, the running back from Notre Dame, tell me why he had a better career again than Ashton Genty. They played the same roster. They played the same schedule almost. I mean, you see Love better than him?
No.
Like when you watch Bijan, you saw him catch the ball at Texas.
I don't know. I think Love is better than Genty. I'd
'Cause
rather
Genty-
take it. I'd rather
but
have Love than Genty.
Genty got it in those big games, and he got stuffed.
I'd
Love
take
got in
I'd
big
take Love.
games, and he got stuffed.
You wouldn't take Love over Genty?
Probably would.
Love's got a bigger skill set, dude.
Yeah, he could catch the ball better.
Yeah.
He's not
I think
McCaffrey.
Love's a better player.
He's not McCaffrey, though.
Boy, what if he fell? Nah, he wouldn't fall that far.
Or what if he fell far enough to go to 19? Trade with Carolina.
Because then you got to give up extra picks to go take a running back. I don't see it.
Well,
They're paying Saquon $20 million.
Okay, well, here, Saquon Barkley's got 1 year left in Philly.
I agree with that.
Okay, I mean, who are you putting in that room next year? Hey, dude, you can have all the offensive line you want.
Yeah, but again,
that's
that's window dressing, dude. I'm not drafting window dressing this year. There's too much up in the air to draft window dressing. Give me the offensive lineman of the future.
You don't think Barkley's season is up in the air too? You think he's certified that he's going to go 1,500 yards?
Well, I do think it's up in the air.
Yeah.
But what's the best way to help him?
No, I would put my money on Barkley before I'd put my money on a rookie guy. I would. So I get it.
I don't know, dude. There's a reason teams opt to not pay running backs and draft somebody. Sometimes you can get comparable, output, comparable statistical output with guys that are a tenth of the price. I mean, this is the whole reason that the running back market's been driven into the ground.